Now comes the hardest part. The hardest part is that we have to change the mass of this object. And the way that I'm going to do that is prominently demonstrated on the cover of my book. Yes, I'm going to hang on that pendulum. It is a difficult demonstration. First of all, it is painful. It really is. Second, the timing is tricky. Because when you look at the pendulum and when you see it stand still, you know, that is really well defined, plus or minus 0.1 seconds. When you are swinging yourself, however, then you can only do it by sensing the moment that you think you stand still. And that's what I will do. And then you will do the counting. And this is very unpleasant. It is. Oh, there's something else I haven't told you. If you're a good physicist, you will say, if you're going to sit on that bulb, then effectively you bring the mass of the bulb up, and so the length of the pendulum will shorten, and so you get a shorter period. And I know that too. Therefore, I will have to stretch my body so that when it is here, that it is almost completely parallel to the floor. If I don't do that, I will not be able to convince you that the period is independent of the mass. And that makes it very difficult for me. So I will start it at some moment, you will see when, and then you do the counting. Are you ready? Okay. Yeah! You count! This happens sometimes. And in fact, nobody knows why. Have to start all over. I did not stop it, I really didn't. Oh, it's still counting? Okay, I have enough energy to give it one more attempt, but not to give it two more attempts. Okay. You ready? Okay. Oh, this really hurts. Can't you count a little faster? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if I bring this object exactly at that glass wall, and if I'm clever enough to let it go with 0 speed, it could not break that glass. But if my hands shake a little, and if I give it a little push, then of course it can come back, and it may want to go higher than this, and that would mean I know you guys. Students love it when the glass breaks. That's why they pay such a high tuition at MIT. That's okay, just take that off. Now comes an experiment which is emotionally the most difficult for me of this whole evening. I'm going to put my life on the line to show you that I'm really a believer of the conservation of energy. And you will see how I'm going to do that. I'm going to take the place of the glass. And I'm going to hold this object at my chin. And I cannot move any further back, so there's no cheat here. I'm going to release it right from my chin here. You realize, as you have just seen, that the slightest push, and this will be my last lecture. And no book signing afterwards. So I need your collaboration. When I count down from 3 to 0, no noise, no coughing, and I would even appreciate it if for those 3 seconds you would not even breathe. And I have to tell you something. I couldn't sleep all night. I'm going to close my eyes. I don't want to see it. And I'm going to count down from 3 to 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. I normally, after this demonstration, tell the class, physics works and I'm still alive. And when an article was written about me in the New York Times a few years ago, on the second page of the New York Times is the wisdom of the day. And the wisdom of the day was, physics works and I'm still alive.
والتر لوين هو فيزيائي وفلكي هولندي وأستاذ في معهد ماساتشوستس للتقنية. محاضرات والتر لوين هي واحدة من أفضل المحاضرات على اليوتيوب التي يمكنك أن تشاهدها لأنها محاضرات تتسم بالبساطة والمتعة وكمية كبيرة من المعلومات والنظريات والفرضيات والمعادلات والمفاهيم العلمية التي يدعمها في محاضراته بتجارب حية تماما مثل التي شاهدتم في الفيديو. والتر لوين لديه محاضرات مسجلة عن الفيزياء، السلسلة الأولى في الميكانيكا، والسلسلة الثانية في الكهرباء والمغناطيسية، وسلسلة ثالثة في الموجات والاهتزازات.